Good morning, students. This is our second lecture from chapter Principle of Inheritance and Variation. Here we describe Mendel's law of inheritance. So, inheritance can be defined as the process of how a child receives genetic information from the parent. Means the whole process of heredity is dependent upon inheritance, and it is the reason that the offspring means child are similar to the parents. Means why you are similar to your mother or father. So this simply means that due to inheritance, the member of the same family possess similar characteristics. It was only during the mid 19th century that people started to understand inheritance in a proper way. This understanding of inheritance was made possible by a scientific named Gregor John Mendel, who formulated certain laws to understand inheritance, and that one is known as Mendel's law of inheritance. So, between 1856 to 63, Mendel conducted the hybridization experiment on the garden pea. In our last lecture, we also described the life biography of Mendel and why he chose garden pea for his experiment. As we know that there is seven characteristics present in one pea plant. Its life cycle is too short. We study their generation more and more. That's why Mendel chose garden pea for their experiment. Okay. So during that period, he chose some distinct character of the peas and conducted some cross pollination, artificial pollination on the pea lines that shows stable trait inheritance and continuous self pollination. So we also describe one question is over there always raised in board exam, just why was pea plant selected for Mendel experiment. So you have to be just remember 3 or 4 points that the pea plant can be easily grow and maintain. So the first reason of choosing pea plant is that. Second one, they are naturally self-pollinating but can also be cross-pollinated. Third one is it is an annual plant, therefore many generations can be studied within a short period of time. This is not possible in human being to be studied like that. And fourth one is it has several contrasting character as you see in your slide, that is seed, flower, pod and stem, many characters over there. So Mendel conducted two main experiments to determine the law of inheritance. These experiments are first monohybrid cross and second one is dihybrid cross. So while experimenting, Mendel found that vector means genes, okay, uh, vector were always being transferred down to the offspring in a stable way, and those factors are now called genes, and genes can be called the unit of inheritance. If you have question name the unit of inheritance, so genes can be called the unit of inheritance. So Mendel experiment on a pea plant had considered 7 main contrasting traits in the plant. Then he conducted both the experiment to determine the uh, aforementioned inheritance law. A brief explanation of two experiments is first monohybrid cross. Here we go. This is monohybrid cross, means in this experiment, as you seen that in this experiment Mendel took two pea plant of opposite trait. Trait means character, means pea plant have character of their height. Here trait is height. So Mendel take one short pea plant and one tall pea plant and cross them. Now he found the first generation of offspring were tall and called it F1, yani filial one progeny. Progeny means child, means offspring. Then he crossed F1 progeny and obtained both tall and short plants in the ratio of 3:1. To know more about this experiment, we have to know about the inheritance of gene. Means Mendel even conduct this experiment with other contrasting traits like green pea versus yellow pea, round versus wrinkle, etc. And in all the cases, he found that the results were similar for this. Okay, and from this experiment, it means from this monohybrid cross, from this trait, he formulated the law of segregation and law of dominance. So dihybrid cross. In dihybrid cross, this one is monohybrid. Now this one means in monohybrid, Mendel law of dominance state that a dominant allele express itself in a monohybrid cross and suppress the expression of recessive allele. Recessive allele means those trait which is transferred from one generation to another, but it not show them. It not over there to show. So, however, this resemble allele of a character is not lost and remain hidden or masked in the progenies of F1 generation and reappear in the next generation. Now, this one is dihybrid cross and inheritance of two genes. Okay. So, after conducting for other traits, the results were found to similar from this experiment. The formulated his second law of inheritance, law of independent assortment. Means if we talk about this type of process, means where you describe that in this Mendel cross round green with round green with wrinkle yellow. Okay. So, in this law of segregation means the law states that the factor allele of a pair segregate from each other during gamete formation. So, Mendel's law of inheritance, Mendel's first law of dominance, where we cross tall plant with short plant, and we found that all plants are tall. That one is law of dominance. Second one is law of segregation. This law states the factor or alleles of a pair segregation from each other during gamete formation and such that a gamete receives only one of the two factors. They do not show any blending. So homozygous parent, homozygous means where both are dominant character, where both are represented by capital letter, capital alphabet. So homozygous parent produce all gametes that are similar, and heterozygous are produce two type of gametes, each having one allele in equal proportion. So that one is law of segregation. Means in law of segregation we state that when a pair of allelomorph are brought together in a hybrid F1, they remain together in the hybrid without blending but separate, complete and pure during gamete formation. And this is the law of Mendel's second law, or we also call it law of purity of gametes. Means it is something said to be law of splitting of hybrid. Okay. In the law of segregation, we can explain by the we don't have this slide, but you just understand it. Pure breeding red and white variety with cross in F1 generation from hybrid red R, capital R and small r. And during the gamete formation, segregation takes place and only one factor of the pair of allele along enters one gamete and the other enter to the other gamete. Thus, a gamete can be only either capital R or small r. Means the F1 hybrid in the above cross produce two type of gametes, capital R and small r. And after self-pollination, they resulting in capital R, capital R, capital R, small r, capital R, small r, then R and small r in F2 generation. Means each parent thus produce two types of gametes which have equal chances of combination together. Okay. So, this is law of segregation. Now, we have to go with law of independent assortment. In Mendel investigation, not only those crosses in which the parent differ in a single pair of character, but also other in which the parent differ in two pairs. Such a cross which involves two pairs of contrasting character is called dihybrid cross. And for dihybrid experiment, Mendel crossed two parent pea plant, one of which was homozygous for round and yellow seed, as you see in your screen. We describe here law of independent assortment, which is the third law of Mendel's. Okay, and the other were wrinkle and green, small r and small y. So round shape and yellow color of seed is dominant over the wrinkle shape and green color during gamete formation, and each pair of alleles segregate independently of each other and produce only capital R, capital Y or small r, small y gametes. All the plant produces in F1 generation were with round and yellow seed, which were heterozygous for both the allele and are thus called dihybrid cross. So in F2 generation, F1 hybrid produce four kind of gamete in equal number: capital R, capital Y, capital R, small small r capital Y and small r small y. As there are 4 kind of pollen grain and 4 kind of egg cells, there are chances of 16 possible types. The union gamete in fertilization is random and thus resulting in 9 classes of genotype and 4 classes of phenotype. Okay, so round yellow is from 16 to 9. 9 is round yellow. When we cross it, 3 is round green, 3 is wrinkle yellow and 3 is wrinkle green. The plant with round yellow and wrinkle green seed are parental combination, but round green and wrinkle yellow are new combination. So the ratio F2 generation 9331 is called dihybrid ratio, and thus each pair of alleles aggregate strictly independent of each other, and this demonstrates the law of independent assortment. Okay, I am trying to do these all equation in board in our next class, and please practice it, because without practice it is not possible to solve. Okay, thank you.